The digestive tract is meant to work. It's meant to have food come in, absorb, go where it needs to go, and then leave the parts that we don't want. And food can help you do exactly that. Do you want to live well? Meaning, do you want to stay well? Not wait to make changes until you're already sick? Well, welcome to my home. Let's go on this journey together. In this session, we're going to be talking about the third phase of digestion, which is moving the waste products out. Now, for some reason, we're really shy about this. We don't like to talk about waste moving out of us, even though it happens to every single one of us. For some reason, it's kind of one of these taboo subjects. Today, we're actually going to talk about it. And I know it seems a little crazy on a cooking show. We're going to be talking about poop, but we are, because this is a huge portion of staying well. If you don't have waste moving out like it should, you're going to get pain down low. You're going to have bloating that happens worse throughout the day. It keeps getting worse as the day goes on. You're going to have issues with urinary incontinence because that is putting pressure on the bladder. So I have to tell a story about my son. He probably doesn't love hearing this, but when he was younger, we went to Disneyland. And on this trip, we realized that in every single line, he would say, "I have to go to the bathroom." And after every ride, he had to go to the bathroom. Now, during our typical life, he can just run to the bathroom at home, so we hadn't noticed it. But we said, okay, this isn't normal. This isn't right. We took him to the doctor. The doctor literally pushed on his stomach for about 5 seconds, and he said, "He's full of poop." That's what the problem is. He said, "He's full of poop?" That's what it was. Things weren't moving. And so all of that was pressing on the bladder, leading to him needing to go to the bathroom all the time. So if your child is wetting the bed at night, they might just be full of poop. I know this is crazy things to talk about, but it's really important to talk about. So what do we do about it? What do we do if you have this low pelvic pain and it just doesn't feel good and you're constipated and you're getting hemorrhoids and all of the things that go along with it? Well, problem is if the food stays too long in that lower part of the digestive tract, water keeps being absorbed out of it, so it gets harder and more dense. But not only water, toxins get reabsorbed too. So when things aren't moving, you're actually retoxifying your body the whole time. Your body thought it got rid of them, but nope, we're absorbing them down here because it didn't move out fast enough. So these are the foods we're going to talk about that help things to move. Today we're going to be making overnight oats. Now, this is something that's real trendy right now. It's so simple and basic. Let's talk about why though. So oats are a very good food that adds something called roughage. If you have a lot of fiber or roughage in that food, what happens is it helps it to move better because it helps it to hold on to the water. So it holds onto the water, it moves a little bit better. So we're going to put some oats in this jar. Spilled a little in the process, that's okay. The next thing we're going to do is chia seed. Now, I remember hearing about chia seed. Chia seed's actually very good for energy too. The Tarahumara Indians, they use this as a drink when they're running 150 miles. So this is going to give you some energy also, but it's really good for helping things to move. So some chia seed. You can add yogurt if you want. I don't always like to use yogurt because I'm really sensitive to dairy. So sometimes I'll use a non-dairy yogurt. We're actually not going to add that in today. We are going to add some almond milk. Again, if you watched what I talked about with the leaky middle, we probably don't want to add dairy to this because dairy is a protein that's often the cause of a lot of inflammation. Not for everybody and not all the time, but when your stomach is leaky, it is. So I'm adding some almond milk to this. I'm adding a little bit of maple syrup, just for a little bit of sweetener. You simply don't have to add that. That's all up to you. A little bit of cinnamon. Cinnamon actually warms things up, wakes your digestive tract up. How long did that take? Hardly any time at all. I'm going to just do a tiny pinch of salt. Why? That salt also helps stimulate acid production and gives you minerals that you need for your body to do what it needs to do. This is going to go with a lid in the fridge overnight. Super simple, literally takes, 2 minutes to put that in the fridge overnight. Okay, I've already done one of those. Did it last night, and I want you to notice the difference between the one that just goes in, see how liquidy this is, and the one that's coming out. No liquidy. What is that? That's the chia seed. The chia seed absorbs the moisture. So remember, that's what it's doing for you too. It's absorbing the moisture and it's helping to keep itself moist as it moves through. Really, really important. So very thick now. remember, I also talk about how cold isn't great for digestive function because cold kind of paralyzes everything. Well, the last thing you want is things to be paralyzed down below. So we want this to be warm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up a little bit more milk right here on the stove, and we're going to put that over the top as soon as we add a few more toppings. Blueberries, very, very good for digestive function. Let's throw some blueberries in there. Also full of antioxidants, good for your health. Kiwi, also one of the very good fruits for digestive function, especially down low. So kiwi fruit, super simple way to peel it is with a spoon. We're going to just run this spoon around, and in just a few seconds, we now have kiwi fruit all ready to go. I do the old way of cutting that my grandma always used to do, where I use a paring knife in my hand. You don't have to do this. I remember hearing a story about a woman who was cutting a pan of brownies on a bus with a whole bunch of kids. It was an aluminum pan, and she cut all the way through her hand while she was cutting the brownies. So every single time I do that, I think about that. Go ahead and put it down on your cutting board if you haven't done a lot of cutting in your hand. Kiwi fruit in there. We're going to do a pear. I'm actually not going to peel this time. One of my favorite ways to cut a pear is just with an apple corer, because it cuts that core of the pear out and gives you simple slices. You know me, I'm all about easy, I'm all about fast, I'm all about what can we get on the table really quickly. Oh, there went a pear. Now we're going to mix into these oats. You don't have to mix it in, obviously. You can just leave it on top. It's awfully pretty when you leave it on top. And then we're going to take this warmed up milk, pour it right over the top, which is going to loosen up those oats underneath, and breakfast is served. Now, why is this a great thing to do for breakfast? All night long, your body was just working to filter through all of the foods that you ate. And ideally, you have a bowel movement first thing when you wake up. If you're not having a bowel movement right as you wake up, things aren't really working right. So start doing this for breakfast, and I think you're going to find that things get moving after you eat it. This is a great way to get everything moving as it should. Now let's go through a few of these other foods. Prunes. I know prunes are for grandpas, but guess what? Grandpas have issues with things moving. It works. They work. All they are is dried up plums, so it's really not a bad thing to eat. Avocados are great for this. Coconut oil is great for this. These are fats, and fats grease things up. They get it moving a little bit better. So start adding these foods to your diet, and what you're going to find is that the waste is moving out the way it should. It's going to take care of a lot of that pain, a lot of that bloating, a lot of the discomfort that you have if things are backing up, and you're just going to feel better because your body isn't reabsorbing the toxins that it already worked so hard to get rid of. These things are just simple facts and the way that the body works, utilizing food as medicine. The digestive tract is meant to work. It's meant to have food come in, absorb, go where it needs to go, and then leave the parts that we don't want. And food can help you do exactly that. Digestive health doesn't have to be complicated. When you think about it, we just have to break food down, we have to absorb it, and it has to leave. Those are the three things that need to happen. So if it gets stuck at the top, we need to stimulate it. We need to add some acid. If it leaks in the middle, we need to calm this down. We need to heal it and repair that lining. And if it gets stuck on it the way out, we need to hydrate, we need to nourish. So what did we do? We made arugula salad, which is a bitter with lemon juice. It's going to stimulate acid. It's going to get the food to digest better. Golden milk, adaptogenic. It has turmeric, it has ginger. It's warm, it's going to calm, it's going to soothe, it's going to tell the body what to do. Butternut squash soup with pumpkin seeds. This is all about healing and nourishing and bringing minerals right to the cells that need them the most. Overnight oats, this is hydration. This is fiber. This is the bulk that you need to continue things moving through. And warm lemon water, honestly, if you have digestive issues, this should be the start of every meal. Digestion is all about paying attention to what your body's telling you. Your symptoms hold the answer. Now, these are the foods you need to help them heal. If you haven't watched all 3 episodes with these 3 different sections about digestion, make sure to go to my channel, subscribe, check them all out, because the answers are there. Digestive health is all about providing your cells with what they need to do what they already know how to do. And the beautiful thing is, all of those things come from food.